Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another review. Today's review is going to be on Spider-Man Homecoming. If you haven't seen the movie yet, be careful of spoilers because there are plenty. Let's begin. So the movie picks up right after the Chitauri invasion, after the first Avengers film, where you're immediately introduced to the villain of this movie, the Vulture, portrayed by Michael Keaton. Right from the get-go, you definitely get a feel of his perspective, why he has so much hate and animosity towards the Avengers. Then fast forward, you get an introduction to the Civil War sequence from Peter Parker's perspective, where he's filming a documentary, and it is just totally awesome. I really like the way they did that. It gave you a different view and how he was like managing his perspective of the film. It was really cool. It was something that was very unique into the Marvel universe. The movie does an amazing job on just focusing on the fact that Tom Holland's Peter Parker, compared to all the other previous incarnations of Spider-Man, he's just a kid. And they really go in depth with the focus that he's just a high school boy. Like, he has not become a man, he has not graduated from high school, he's just a 15-year-old boy learning. Even though he's highly intelligent, he's still learning and he's understanding the process. He has a lot of good intentions, a lot of good heart, but he's still learning and he's still making mistakes. He's not perfect. If you thought the Spider-Man suit in Captain America Civil War was awesome, wait until you see what the suit actually does in this movie. Because not only does it have over 500 different web combinations, it's built by Tony Stark, have a parachute, and have an AI system named Karen, thanks to Peter that he names her that, it is just by far the most advanced Spider-Man suit ever made. Let's not forget about Vulture suit. Vulture suit was actually legit. I like the mechanical aspect of it. It was very menacing, and in the movie they even call it like a demon. And it really did feel like it was a demon attacking you. The ferry scene that you saw in the trailer did live up to the hype. It did remind me of the Spider-Man 2 scene when he's stopping the train. However, this one, Tony Stark saves the day and he gives Peter Parker an awesome pep talk. By far, one of the most intense parts of this movie was when Peter Parker goes to Liz's house and he finds out that her father is the Vulture. And that whole scene where when they're at home talking to each other and when they're in the car and Vulture discovers that he's Peter Parker, it is just intense. There's no other word to describe it. The music that they played is chilling. You know that there's just a big giant suspense and you're like, oh man, what is gonna happen? These guys are just gonna throw it down right now. It was intense. Liz gets out of the car. You know, Michael Keaton does the little pep talk, but they're just like completely insulting each other. And when Michael Keaton does tell Peter, I will kill you, you feel it. You believe that this guy will probably kill Peter Parker. The third act was a lot of fun. I wish they would have shown the Shocker a little bit more. He was short-lived, but that's okay. The main fight between the Vulture and Spider-Man was intense. It had a lot of action, a lot of visuals. It was a lot of fun. It even had him in almost a Ben Reilly costume, which was really, really cool, by the way. And Spider-Man really separated himself compared to the other Avengers in this film. He displayed an act of heroism which is much different than all the Marvel films. He legitimately saves the Vulture's life. And that, for me, is what separates Peter Parker from the rest of the Avengers. And now, for my favorite part of the segment, the quote of the movie. Today's quote of the movie has to go to Tony Stark. He tells Peter Parker right after the ferry scene, if you are nothing without your suit, then you shouldn't have it. And in my opinion, I chose this quote because you do not have to be the richest and most successful person in the world to change the world or do good for the world. You could start today, you could start right now, you could start in your local community, and that's what's important. For my final thoughts, this movie is very well put together. It's a lot of fun, a lot of action, a lot of dialogue. It's a fun family movie. A definitely must see, and for that reason, I'm giving it 4 stars. That's all I have for you today, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think the quote of the movie is. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, please subscribe.